Hello, this is Ashley from myloverback.com, and I thought I'd make you this very helpful free video on the first steps to getting your ex back. Now, the very first thing you should do, if you haven't done this already, is to remain calm and stop panicking. Now, very often people turn into emotional wrecks after a breakup. And this happens to everybody, it happened to me as well. But the thing is, when you're in this really emotional state, you tend to do a few things that really don't do your relationship any favors. Things like, calling your ex 10, 20 times a day, or just calling like non-stop, constantly checking the phones, just trying to convince your ex, using logic, reasoning, guilt trips, arguing, anything really to get them back. But see, that stuff doesn't work because you just come across too desperate, too needy and too much of a wreck for them to really take you seriously and want to come back. So you want to stop all that and just calm down. The second step, this is really important because you want to understand virtually everything to do with the breakup and to do with your relationship. Why did the breakup happen? And what is your ex thinking? Or what does your ex want? In order to do this, and this is kind of hard because we're so absorbed in our own problems most of the time, we don't really know what other people's doing or care really. So you need to make a conscious choice to put yourself in your ex's shoes and say, okay, if I was my ex, why would I be acting this way? Why would I be pushing him or her away? And this will be difficult, but this is a really important exercise to do to get into their frame of mind and just to understand where they're coming from. This will really, really help you, and it will make you appear a ton more attractive because you do come from that understanding frame. So your ex will more likely want to be friends with you or more likely want to talk to you if you understand exactly what they're going through and you show it through your actions rather than just saying that you understand what they're going through. Now, the third point is you want to be okay with the breakup. You can't freak out, So you want to just accept it. It's happened and you're dealing with it. You're moving on, basically. You're not going to argue with them anymore. You're just going to leave it alone. You're okay. You're cool. You're fine. Now, the fourth point is kind of something that not too many people make mention of, but you really need to be congruent and consistent with what you have said. If you said that you're okay with the breakup or that you're going to give them space, then you need to actually do those things. You can't just say one day you're okay with the breakup and the next day, go back to calling them 10 times a day again. No, you can't do that. That means you're not being consistent, and those actions just don't quite match up. And when that happens, your ex's trust in you will go down because they'll think they won't really take your word for things seriously anymore since you just went back on your word. So you don't want to do that. Now, before you go, I actually have a little gift for you because I'm so nice. I'm going to give you this little bonus free report that's actually a chapter from my new book, The Ex Recovery System. Now, one of the points that we mentioned before was understanding. This report will go very in depth into the psychology behind your breakup. And basically it'll reveal the sort of things that your ex did not want you to know before, during, and after the breakup. So now all these will be revealed to you. And you might be wondering, how the hell do I know this? Well, you just have to read the report and see for yourself how I know this. Also mentioned in the report is 4 major breakup personality types. This will offer some great insight into your ex, the kind of person they might be, and just a deeper insight into the breakup in general. Another thing mentioned is 5 very common tactics an ex will use post-breakup to, in a way, trap you into this kind of not quite in a relationship, but not quite broken up. So you're a little bit confused about where exactly the relationship is going or what the relationship actually is. So these 5 common things will reveal a lot of those answers for you and help you out in that way. So I hope you enjoyed that report, and you can get that by clicking on the link below or to the right of me. So have good luck.